Thanks, Andre. Hi, Mike. Welcome back to the Oilers. Good to talk to you again. Wondering just what the last day or so was like. I mean, you were a free agent and I guess didn't have a team for a while. So what was it like kind of going through that? Did you talk to anybody else? Did you always think it was going to wind up Edmonton? I'm just wondering what the last day or two has been like.
Yeah, I mean, I think the uncertainty of not knowing where you're going to be, I think obviously always weighs in on, you and your family. But I think when it came down to it, I think Edmonton was always, a place that I wanted to be, and really believe in the group and the coaching staff that is in place in Edmonton, and really enjoyed my year there last year. Obviously disappointed with the way things turned out in the bubble, but I don't think that has any reflection on our group and what we can accomplish this upcoming year. So obviously sniffed around out there once, just to kind of get a feel for things, and then but kind of had my heart set on Edmonton, and glad we get a deal done.
You and Miko, I think one of you wound up with one more appearance than the other guy by the end of the regular season. Are you rolling into this year with any playing time expectations, or are you just set to, the tip's going to go with the hot guy and you'll probably both see the net at times?
Yeah, I think both Miko and I have grown to have a great relationship, and I think the goaltending was very solid this year. Whether it was we had both guys had some ups and downs, but I think for the majority of the season we it was a strength of our group, and I think both guys pushed each other to be the best we can be. Obviously, there's room for improvement. There always is, but that's what the off season's for, to get ready for next year. And no expectations as of right now, just to do whatever you can to help the team be successful on and off the ice, and be as prepared as you can coming into the season, knowing that it's going to be a condensed schedule. There's going to be a lot of games in a short period of time, and at some point you're probably going to need both guys to be playing well. So that's my expectation as of right now.
Thank you. Next question to Tim Campbell, NHL.com. Tim, as soon as your microphone's active, you can go ahead, and reminder to everyone, use the raise hand function if you'd like to ask a question.
Hey, Mike, good to talk to you. Ken Holland told us earlier in the week that he spoke to you and your agent some time ago to tell you that the Oilers wanted to explore the goalie market. How did you take that?
Well, I think Ken's just doing his job. I think there's other goalies available. I think there was 20 or 30 options out there for the net. So I think there's a lot of goalies and not a lot of spots to fill. So there's going to be a lot of movement in this position. Kind of a weird year for that. But I think at my age and my experience, you just got to be patient, and everything works out for the better if you be patient, and things have. So I'm not really worried about what's happened up to this point. I'm super excited to be back with Edmonton and in the great organization that they have. And to be honest, I could care less what had transpired up to this point. I'm just thrilled to be back.
Then my follow-up would be, having spent a year with this organization now and with this roster in that dressing room, how would you look back on it? What adjustments might be needed considering how it ended this season?
Not a lot, to be honest. I think, it was unfortunate that we had a shutdown there when we were playing some of our best hockey of the season, to be honest. I think, you look at our team going into what would be the regular playoffs, and we were playing some of our best hockey. We were cohesive as a group. We were playing the right way. Everyone was contributing. And then obviously, everything happens and we go into the bubble, and it just was a different feel. Obviously couldn't get the job done in those circumstances, but I don't think that reflects anything about our group. I think it probably motivates guys more to be more prepared coming in this season. And I think it left a sour taste in guys' mouths when we got beat out to Chicago in the bubble and it didn't go as planned. But I think, like I said, I don't think that has anything to do with that guys didn't want it. I think it just was a situation that was more difficult than I think guys were prepared for. And I think guys will be motivated to get back to where we we can be and be a very competitive team in the upcoming season.